Because let's just say, Mark, that you had $50,000 worth of gold and you wanted to buy a house and you're in Argentina. How do you do it?
Well, you would have to either, one, find somebody that owned their house cash and would be willing to take your gold in exchange, or two, you'd have to find someone to change your gold into the currency that they would want to accept.
But you can't, but you're not going to want to do that unless you've got that buyer lined up.
Right.
If you got the buyer lined up, great. But the buyer's not going to take the currency. You see, then you run into
The gold,
that
you
problem.
mean? They're not gonna take the
No,
gold.
okay, so let's assume that you can sell your gold for the local currency.
Oh, they don't want the local currency.
They don't want the local currency because now they're, let's just say they have $100,000 with the local currency.
It's trapped in the current system. Yeah.
Yeah, that's losing
Yeah.
value at 20% per month.
Yeah.
And now if you can get the cash, then that's okay because you can try to buy dollars, but there's not enough dollars. So what you have is, because I got this a lot online as well, where people said, well, if they just would have bought gold, they meaning the normal Argentinian, let's say 5 years ago, or if they would have bought Bitcoin, then they'd be fine. They'd have nothing to worry about. But that's not understanding the problem, because even if they did have Bitcoin, they can't sell it. And the reason they can't sell it is not because there's not a global market for it, but the only option they have to sell doesn't work for any buyer. And so you get this stalemate.
So what you're saying is the person selling the house wouldn't want to accept currency because that currency then is trapped in the banking system. So what that seller really wants is cash.
Well, even if they get the peso cash, let's just say you get $100,000